Hello and welcome back to Ratchet Clank Let's Play Part 6. I almost can't believe it. Thank you very much to the people that have watched up to Part 5. I'm still shocked that there are still at least 20 people that have gone and watched 2.5 hours of me play Ratchet Clank. And I've had some pretty good feedback from people, so thank you very much. I've had a couple of suggestions as well about doing like a challenge and getting a better microphone. Unfortunately, I have to deal with what I've got. Now this is the first part that I have played since my original chunk of... Basically parts 1 to 5 were recorded last Sunday and it is now Friday. And I'm only going to record one chunk now because I have to go to work. Yay! Out of curiosity, you may be wondering, what work? Well, it's a mascot. And it's exactly how it sounds. I put on a giant costume and run around doing stuff. It's for a power company. So you go around primary schools and that, and you teach kids about power safety. Very exciting. And I put on a big old superhero costume and a giant head. It's a lot of fun. Very, very different. But anyway, that aside, over the last 5 days I've been uploading a video a day and editing the next day's video in the evening, which has been pretty sweet. And been getting lots of comments from you guys, which is awesome. This video will be more casual, part 6. Part 7 I'll do a lot of, I want to say audience feedback or something, or like responding to comments and things like that. But because I'm off to work soon, I just wanted to really get this part 6 done, so I don't have to stress about recording when I get back, and can just edit it, upload it, that sort of thing.
Like you got them all.
Got them all, yes.
You mean use them for the betterment of Blard kind?
Yeah, sure. Get ready for a reckoning, Daryl. Stealing my tuna sandwich right out of...
Yeah, these cutscenes are too long. Okay, what do I unlock? Trade brains for bolts. The box breaker, yay! Not super helpful, seeing as there's already a bit of a box breaker effect in the game anyway. How much bolts did I get? Wait. Hang on a second. Did I not get any bolts? You're joking, right? How many do I have? I'm not gonna worry just yet, because maybe I didn't have as many bolts. Okay, so what happened is I didn't want to bore people by running around collecting, I'm pretty sure it's 100, possibly 100 telepathopus brains for, you know, an hour, which would take up 2 parts of this Let's Play. I didn't want to bore people by watching me do that for ages, so I just did it all off camera. Here's a quick montage of all that stuff. Wasn't that exciting? So yeah, that's basically what I just did. I ran around getting all the telepathopus brains, and then I returned to the spot I finished the previous video for dramatic effect. So it looks like they're seamless, but surprise! I got all the telepathopus brains. But you're supposed to return, I think, 20 to them, so you get the box breaker, and then when you get the last, basically when you get all the other ones, you can trade them in for bolts. But I thought for sure you got maybe like $1,000 per telepathopus brain, and I just had 60 of them, maybe 80, and now I have 30,000 bolts. That doesn't sound right. Maybe because it's not challenge mode I don't get as many, but I could have sworn I would have more. That's strange to me. Oh well. Now I'm just running around getting all the gold bolts. Flying around, gotta do some gold bolt hunting. Then I'm gonna move on. Oh yes, I also got the info bot for the previous world by mistake, because the game, I think I died and then it loaded me back by the, whatever that guy's name was. The person I was just talking to, where you give the telepathopus brains to. And it triggered the little cutscene where you get the info bot. So, not only do I not know where I'm going after this, but I don't have the clip. Actually, I do have the clip saved, so if you care, here's a little clip of the guy giving me the info bot.
Here's your info bot. Remember, you didn't get it from me.
My records show that the cannon is on the planet Battalia.
Wasn't that fascinating? Alrighty. Last gold bolt on this planet. Thank you very much. I like how the enemy's just standing there watching me. Can they not attack me while I'm in here? That is hilarious. Oh man, the bouncer is awesome. I didn't realize it until I accidentally selected the bouncer again off camera when I was taking ages to destroy an enemy with a fusion grenade. It just wasn't doing anything. Then I pulled out the bouncer and it took him out in one hit. So the bouncer might be my new go-to weapon. Alrighty, this has been fun playing this level, but it's time to move on. Drum roll please. Where are we heading after this? It's... wait for it.
Ready to fly, just need some
Bastille?
coordinates.
No, Battaglia. Ah, yes! The old planet from number 1 that they decided to change a wee bit. Kirwan. Okay, I was under the impression I was going back here for a gold bolt, but it might be a rhino card. I remember this from part 2? Part 3 of my Let's Play? I don't know. Where I saw the door where you needed the trespasser, so I figure I'll go back and do that now before heading on to Battaglia. And boy, do I have some interesting thoughts on Battaglia. Well, I know I could be saying it wrong, it could be Battaglia. Oh, great, now I've got to backtrack all through this. Alright, time to hit that fast forward button. What? Pretend that didn't happen and just fast forward again. And here we go. Wasn't that insightful? Alrighty. Oh, is this gonna be another one that I can't skip? How many times am I gonna have to use the fast forward function in this? Alrighty. Rhino card. Your feet are a bit wet now. Hang on, I've just got to double check that was a rhino card. Yes, good. Oh, the Zodiac. What a useless weapon. My gosh. I remember first time I played Locked and Loaded as a kid, getting that weapon, getting so excited because it cost 1.5 million bolts, and then I used it, and it did nothing. I mean, sure, if you're facing weaker enemies, it'll disintegrate them, and that's cool, but I didn't even use that weapon. I barely used it until I had to for skill points and stuff like that. And then when I did my Ratchet Clank 2 review on this channel, it was really awkward because I tried to get a clip of the Zodiac not doing anything, but every time I used it, it decided to actually work, so that was awkward. Anyway, I'm not going to fast forward this time, I'm just going to skip straight to the next planet. Okay, we're off to Battaglia now. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but honestly, who cares? Now, what I was saying before about having interesting feelings about this map, not this map, sorry, this level, this planet, whatever you want to refer to it as. When you first play this, it's like, oh wow, cool, they're changing things up. They're taking like an old level and putting not a new coat of paint on it, but changing it up, because if you played the original, you know it was more like a swampish, not really a swamp level, but you know, it was spitting with rain, kind of like it is here, or is that snow? Spitting with rain, and it was very gloomy and dark and stuff like that. But then you get here, and they've turned it into an ice planet. I don't know if it's ice planet or the same planet just in winter time, so it's covered in snow. Good theory, but I'd say it's a proper ice planet this time. And you get really excited, like, oh wow, all the potential of this game. You know, what other levels could they have remixed or changed up and stuff like that? But over time, and upon reflection, you realize that it's this is it. from what I can remember, this is the one level in the whole game that they took from the original and just changed it up a wee bit. I do recall, yeah, because in the original game this was about, I don't know, the halfway point, but it was still pretty earlier in your adventure. Here, it's past the halfway point. Like in the original Ratchet Clank, after this you went to the planet where it was raining and Clank got electrocuted, so you had to play as Ratchet the whole time without Clank, which, you know, shook things up a bit. And then you went to the... It was just in my head, but now it's gone again. There was another world, and I've completely forgotten. Oh, the actual snow planet, where you meet the girl alien that fancies Clank, who's never seen again in the series. Or she calls him a little cutie, and I guess that counts as liking Clank. I don't know. But it's still a good level, don't get me wrong. I don't want to bash this game, but I just remember playing this on my first run through and thinking, oh wow, that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what other levels they've changed up a bit. But I guess that's one of my actual main problems with this game, is that they not only left planets out, but it's a lot smaller than you expected. If you haven't played the original game, oh cool, I got a card. If you haven't played the original game or any of the other series, and this is your introduction to the series, then this will be a perfectly fine game for you. But if you love the original like I do, it's kind of like, where are all these planets? But I've talked enough about that in previous videos, so I don't want to harp on about it and just spend the majority of my Let's Play saying, in the original, this was better. It's like book readers when you watch Game of Thrones or Harry Potter, we're like, in the book. No, there's nothing wrong with that, but... Oh man. This... this level, it had my hopes up so bad, because I was really looking forward to seeing, not Gaspar, the level I've spoken about it twice before, and I promise this will be the last time I speak about it, but the one we have to return to with the O2 mask. So you can play as Ratchet because you play as Clank, and you get the infobot to Pokotaro. Auxon? Auxon, I believe it is. Turns out, according to Ratchet Clank Wiki, that the robot factory from the first game is now... It's still in this game, but just completely different. But that's set on Auxon, like it's set on the planet, or at least just above the surface, so I guess you can technically say it's in the game, but it's completely different. I was wondering if they were going to take that and turn it into a fire planet, or I don't know, something, but... Anyway, I've talked about the old changing things up long enough. Far out, can you imagine if they had Ratchet and Clank VR technology? And what do I get? Oh, it's just an infobot. It's just sitting here. Okay.
Hey Ratchet, Grim here. Been following your adventures and I couldn't be happier for
Wait, what?
I don't know if I ever told you this, but I have a brother on Pokotaro.
You have a brother in Pokotaro.
His name's Felton.
Okay.
We don't talk
No,
much
no, no, no,
about
no.
him
I don't remember this from my first playthrough. But... here I go again. In the original game, there's a character here who's like a scared soldier, and he gives you an infobot for some bolts or something. But here, why is... I've immediately forgotten his name, but why is John Goodman's character, who's not voiced by John Goodman in that cutscene, why is he leaving Ratchet and infobot on a war-torn planet in the middle of nowhere, on a platform in the middle of nowhere after a giant grind rail segment? Because video game, that's why. Oh, I swear I like this game. I promise. Okay. Immediately after I say I like this game, I get hit by a projectile from a mile away that I couldn't possibly see coming. Actually, this rings a bell. I'm pretty sure I uploaded a video. It was like Ratchet Clank bugs and glitches or something. I don't know. And I was helipacking along when the ground beneath me got shot out from under my feet. But because I was already in the helipack animation, I fell to my death. And of course, someone in the comment section was polite enough to point out, "You're a dumb idiot. That's not a bug or a glitch. It's supposed to do that." And I'm sitting here like, okay, thanks. Yeah, I gathered that, but what do you want me to do? Change the title of the video to bugs, glitches, funny stuff, mild inconveniences, and things that I think will look good in a video. I don't know. Yeah, this right here. I helipacked across, and then boom, it got taken out from beneath my feet. I fell to my death. I remember this. Ratchet & Clank 1, I could not figure out how to get this gold bolt. And when I found out how to do it, I felt so stupid, because it's so obvious! It's just sitting up there. You just gotta, you know, wall jump. but I just could not figure it out when I was a young lad. And now I've missed a singular crate, so I feel compelled to track it down. Sorry if I sound distracted. I don't know what's going on outside. Did I just moonwalk up the grab ramp? Anyway, I don't know what's going on outside, but there's been so many loud noises going on. Now there's like some beeping or something outside my house, which is very frustrating and distracting. Oh, is it going to let me auto-hack this, or can you only auto-hack... No, you can only auto-hack story-based ones. That's it. Okay, so... Long story short, I've sat here for about 10 minutes trying my hardest to do the puzzle legitimately, but I couldn't figure it out. So I looked up a guide, and then every guide I found has a different puzzle to the one I have just then. And I could have sat and did it, just brute forced my way through it, but for some reason, and I don't know why, my bleeding PlayStation 4 controller is fully glitching up, and it has done this non-stop for the last year. Whenever the internet's going crappy, or if something's downloading, my connection from my DualShock 4 to the actual console for some reason gets really messed up. So when I was playing off screen earlier, trying to get all the telepathos brains, like, my controller wasn't responding, it wasn't doing what I wanted it to. Even now, as I'm trying to play, if you're wondering why I'm not, like, I'm constantly tapping the trigger right now, so I should be non-stop firing off grenades and that, but I'm not. Yeah, no, I can't play like this. It's really frustrating. And this first started last year. I noticed it when I didn't have internet for 2 months because I just moved house, and now I'm dead. That's fantastic. I just moved house and I was playing the game Mad Max for the PlayStation 4, and it wasn't working. Like, every now and then the PS4 controller would just disconnect, and whatever button I was pressing when it happened, it would keep inputting that into the game. So if I was running forward and moving the camera, then my character would constantly, he'd be doing like this, what Ratchet's doing now, he'd be constantly doing this, even though the controller was disconnected, and the only way to fix it would be to manually turn off the console, you know, by holding down the power button for 7 seconds, which is stupid, by the way, and then restart the console, which means I'd lose any save data and stuff like that. And for some reason, whenever I upload a video, the internet just stops outright. It just stops working. Oh, I'm about to die, aren't I? Well, this is not good. Okay, this is not what I wanted for part 6. But you can't, it's impossible to tell just by looking, just by watching the video. But the game is not inputting my controls properly. Like, right now I'm not even holding the analog stick. There you go. So it's in a game like this, where it's not as like pitch perfect on point controls, like something like Call of Duty, for example, or like you're playing a shooter or something. But it is a shooter. Like right there, you see what the camera keeps turning, even though I'm not holding the analog stick. So it's really difficult to play a game like this where you're constantly having to dodge enemy fire while simultaneously wrestling with the controls. Yikes! This is not good. What was I saying just before this? Oh yeah, the puzzle, the Trespasser puzzle, is different to that on any of the guides. I googled it and looked up PowerPix's guide and stuff like that. And yeah, they both have different puzzles to the one that I have on the Trespasser, which is so weird. I am actually very confused by that. In fact, I'm just gonna screenshot it and like put it over the screen just to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's a completely different puzzle to the one that I have in my game. I don't know. So I'm having to wrap this video up shortly, but what I'm gonna try and do before then is get the gold bolt, which is right around the corner that I remember from Ratchet Clank 1 on the PlayStation 2. And I fell down. Did I fall through the ground? Wait. Are those pixelized bits of the tank that have fallen off? That's amazing. So this very quickly went from a fun little Let's Play episode on Gaspar to a glitchy controller breaking, frustrating time on Frozen Battaglia. So I just realized I have to do a couple of tricky jumps here, and seeing as my controller input isn't working properly, I could fall down and die at any moment. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yay, I did it. I'm alive. I'm alive. What a bizarre turn of events. I'm still really confused how I have a different puzzle in my game. Now when I first played this, obviously I didn't use a guide for, as I said, I didn't use a guide for Rhino cards or gold bolts or anything, and I didn't use a guide for the Trespasser puzzles, mainly because there was a trophy for like complete all Trespasser puzzles without skipping any. So that's exactly what I did. But for a Let's Play, I'm not going to be spending ages doing Trespasser puzzles when you guys just want to see me kick butt and play some Ratchet Clank. So, but of course the ones that are trapped behind, or like the Trespasser puzzles that hide gold bolts and Rhino cards. I mean, obviously they're not going to let you skip those for free because there's you know, gold bolts and treasure behind them. It's only the story ones which I realized you can skip. But the fact that you can skip them even on your first playthrough is pretty cool. Huh. Another thing you can't see, but it's coming up on my screen. My downloads are being completed. So just as I die, my downloads are completed. I apologize. This is not going to be the best part of the Let's Play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here for now, and I'm going to go to work, wait till all my downloads are finished, and then I'm going to come back, pick up where I left off, and hopefully part 7 will be a lot better than this. Oh my goodness, this is just... I wonder if I can trick them again. Yes! Alright. Alright, I'm not going to wrap things up just yet. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to wrap things up, I'm not going to be defeated. I'm wrestling with my controls, but I think because my downloads just finished just then when I died, pretty sure the lag's gone away. So even though I'm constantly dodging fire from all angles, I am going to kick some butt. I knew I should have played on normal difficulty. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Why aren't you dancing to the Groovatron? I remember there was a problem in, not Crack in Time, I think it was Q-Force and Full Frontal Assault. You'd throw the Groovatron, and if an enemy were to spawn in, like from a dropship or something, after the Groovatron was thrown, they wouldn't dance, which would suck because there would be a Groovatron in the air and you wouldn't be able to throw another one for a limited amount of time. And there would be an enemy shooting you. Anyway, yes, I did it. And now for the perfect way to wrap up a video. The worst voice acting in video games. Okay, maybe not. I mean, Titus from Final Fantasy 12, was it? That was pretty bad. And some of the Soul Calibur games. Anyway, listen to the dialogue that you're about to hear from this character.
Those laser turrets could be a real problem for us. We're gonna have to find another way inside. You take point, I'll cover you.
Huh. It's not as bad as I remember, but I do remember the first time I played this, thinking, isn't this supposed to be a cinematic feeling game?
Try using your magnet boots.
Try using your magnet boots. I'm pretty sure she does a fairly good job of the rest of it. And I think that's the same voice actress as in the movie. One of the only movie voices to cross over to the game. That's not one of the main series. I mean, like one of the celebrity voices, but wow. That was quite bad.
The young Lombax knew
that it was time to end part 6 of my Let's Play. Thank you guys very much for watching this. It was very muddled and I'm very disappointed at this. I really hope this doesn't turn you off from watching part 7, because I promise this one's going to be a lot better than this. Thank you very much guys for watching parts 1 to 5 and for watching this one as well. Tune into part 7 where I will be responding to a lot more comments, so if you've got any questions at all, leave them down below for me. Anything you want me to shout out in the videos, stuff like that. I'm gonna do a lot more with the next part that I was trying to do with this one, but I thought I'd just quickly do a quick half an hour Let's Play before I go to work, which was a mistake. I should have just waited till I got home, finished editing part 5, and oh well. This is a good learning curve though, so I'll be back with a vengeance of your arsenal and tools of destruction and stuff like that. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.